I want to talk to you about why it's so important for yourself, and if you are running a business, to understand what your unique skill set is. And particularly if you are a language coach and you're tuning into this and you're somebody who is, establishing their brand and you're running a business, I'm sure that you have some idea of what makes you unique or what makes you special. But if you're anything like me, when I started out, I lacked something that I didn't realize was really crucial. And it made me lose a lot of time, a lot of energy, and it led me into starting 20 different things and not really following through on them for this one reason, that I truly didn't understand my value. And I didn't understand what made me special, what I could deliver into the world, that it was something powerful. And I didn't, most importantly, understand that I needed to share exactly who that was, because there are people out there in the world who are looking for exactly what I have to deliver. And so that's what I want to stress and communicate to you today, is that, I've seen this in this space where, particularly in the language coaching community, it's kind of for a number of years been the same thing regurgitated after another. We need innovation, and I know that there are a lot of people who are doing that, but we're also missing a few steps, or we're missing a few key points of understanding to enable us to do that. So when you're going out there and you're setting off on this journey and you're wanting to create something new, you're revolutionizing the way that somebody is learning a language or learning, in the way that you deliver your coaching, there's no template for that, right? And so you kind of have to start with a blank canvas, and it can be very scary to do that. And so where do you find safety? You find safety by looking at what other people are doing. And so what happens is you kind of go out there and you say, oh, wow, I really like how this person made this video. Let me go and make a video like that. Let me go and quickly adjust something in my business model. Let me go and screenshot this and save it to my posts. I see you out there, because that was me. And as I said, I wasted so much time and energy trying to find something outside of myself instead of looking inwards, instead of really taking the time to understand what value I personally deliver to my clients and in my business. And so I went and screenshotted so many things. I attended other people's master classes, I attended, workshops, all these types of things, because I really loved what they were doing. And so I thought maybe this will give me, the missing piece that I need to make my business shine. And so I tried all these different things, and I kept jumping on trends. Somebody says, oh, you should really try this thing on Instagram. And so I went and did it. But it wasn't coming from me, and so I didn't follow through on it. And so I was back at the same place, wondering, why is everybody around me looking like they're succeeding in their business and they're growing, and I'm not? And this is really the reason why I created this mastermind, because it manifests, all these kind of challenges, they manifest themselves in a place of hiding, and so what happens, instead of speaking up and asking for help, which I know is hard to do, you go and you kind of stay in the shadows, following other people, trying to jump on that train, instead of really investing that time in yourself, in learning to trust yourself more, in understanding that what you have is what you need to succeed in your business. Let me say that again. What you need to succeed in business is what you already have. You're not missing things. You're not a broken human being. So what this space that I've created does is I just want to reflect that to you. This is how I see my role as a mentor. I reflect the beauty in you, the value that you have, which is already there. You don't ever need anything extra to understand that you have value, and that you are valuable. But sometimes, if we're not really sure of what we're doing, we can tend to veer off of our own path and copy other people and copy what they're doing. I'm telling you, it's a waste of time. You know, you're trying to replicate a template of somebody else when you will never be able to do that. You can never be anybody else except for who you are. And so that's probably why if you're not succeeding in your business, if you're not attracting the clients that you want to have, if you're not maybe attracting any clients at all, it might be because you're wearing a mask, or you're trying to look at what everybody else is doing, except for trusting yourself more, understanding your unique skill set, and going out there. Because the people who want to work with you are looking for you. But if you're not being you, they will never find you. Do you agree with that? So this was the biggest lesson that I learned in my career so far. And this was really like one of the biggest drivers, as I said, for this mastermind for the language coaches. Because I want everybody to shine. And you deserve that. You know, the community deserves that. Your clients and your future clients deserve that. Because imagine this, you dive in deeper, you really understand what you have to deliver, what you have to offer, what makes you special, and you just focus on that path. What could you create if you stopped looking at what everybody else is doing and you focused on you? If you tuned inwards and you listened to your creative ideas. If you stopped reading all these books and doing all these extra courses and focused in on that spark of inspiration that was the reason why you set out to be a coach in the first place. That's what this mastermind is there for. Because we all have amazing talents, amazing skills, that maybe we just need somebody to reflect that for us, and that gives you that spark again, or reignites it to really flourish in your business. And that's what this space is. It's a container for you to be able to be, to express, to ask for help, to say, you know what, I really am missing this in my business. I'm missing an understanding of how to stay focused, of how to build structure, of how to actually, generate consistent income whilst maintaining my well-being. That's the first element and the first topic of our mastermind this week. And that space, all of that, is going to allow for you to flourish like a flower. Because you don't need to be anybody else. And the reason why we're not succeeding might be because of that. Because you don't quite understand that you have such amazing things to deliver. And you're right here in the comments. Sometimes you need to think outside of the box, yes, but sometimes we also just need to go with one idea. We need to focus in. And so, as I said, this is really important to me because I've seen this happening in my own life, to be honest with you. Since I started holistic language learning, I cannot tell you the amount of people that suddenly, interact with me, and then a week later, I see something very, very similar to my work. And I think, damn, that's a shame. Because imagine the power that we could create if we collaborated together. Imagine the power we could create in this space in transforming the language learning community if we all got together and shared our talents, if we understood that, hey, we can't do everything by ourselves and we're not supposed to. So how about I bring my skills, I bring my strengths, you bring your skills and your strengths, and we collaborate and we make something amazing happen. There's a certain mentality that I think this community has been in for a bit too long, and it's a mentality of scarcity. And it has many different roots to it, but if we can identify that and know it's okay. As I said, I was there, so I'm not coming at this from a place of blame or shame. As I said, I was there. I was that person screenshotting other people's, my masterminds, ideas, things that came up. Or what I mean by that is really specifically like, I'd see a really great post and I'll screenshot it and be like, oh yes, let me save this because I want to create something similar. And as I said, it wasted a lot of time. And so to reiterate, why I wanted to share this is because change can only happen. We can only elevate this space, our businesses, create the abundance that we want to create in our lives if we stop copying other people and realize that we are everything we need to be to flourish. We are everything that we need, our skills, our individual talents, our perspective of the world. You need to be sharing that. And if you're not sharing that, all of you, without being scared to do that, then that might be the reason why you are not seeing the results in your coaching business that you're desiring to see. And so if any of this resonated with you, then please reach out to me. I would love to have you be a part of our free Language Coach Business Mastermind. As I said, we are organizing this because we want you to have a space to really tap in deeper into your talents, into understanding what you may be missing to generate consistent income. That's our first topic, as I said, and so many other points, to run a business that is aligned with you, that you feel excited to get up to work on, and so that you can also at the same time maintain your well-being, so that you're not overworking, you're not overtired, and now you're holding that resentment, because I know what that's like, and I can tell you there's a life of running a successful business where you don't get burnt out. So the mastermind is this Saturday, October 29th, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And our first topic, as I said, is generating consistent income. And if you want to join, the link is in my bio. Just click the link tree and it's the first link and you will get all the information there. So I cannot wait to see you there. Thank you so much for being a part of this, for sharing this time with me, and I will see you all very soon.